Hi guys, it's Mark here. Um, just giving everybody an update on everything. As you know, not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before, I lost my sister. And this past Saturday, I lost a good buddy, Jamos Douglas, or Icon. And then I got hit by a truck. And then just some drama, but I want to tell you guys my secret on keeping my head together. As you know, I've been on this path for some time now about self-realization through meditation and being healthy, being vegan, and working out and riding my bicycle. But I just really have been pushing into my faith, and it's really been keeping me together. And through that faith and through that practice, just knowing that I'm not this body, you're not that body. You're the driver of that body, basically. And we identify so much with these bodies that we have that we oftentimes think this is it. This is all that there is, so why not just live it up, or who cares, whatever, what a sad existence if this is it. If we'll take the science aside that energy can never die, it can only transform. We'll put that aside for a minute, which right there proves that we go on, but we'll put that aside. So this is it, why wouldn't you do drugs? Why wouldn't you be so depressed? I mean, this material existence is just insane. Everybody is just arguing and petty and chasing this illusion, this is all an illusion. And whatever you're putting your time into is pretty much how you're going to continue on. So these days I've been really just pressing into watering my soul, and doing things that help that, and being around people who uplift me in that area, because I've dealt with an immense amount of, you could see my hand here, I got tons of road rash and cracks and bruises, and yeah, but hey Cameron, but I've been through this immense amount of physical pain and then emotional pain. And I remember just, a year ago, I thought I was in such a good place. But if this happened a year ago, I think I would have relapsed, I would have just said, screw it, man. It's pretty heavy. I'm no stranger to death. I mean, I lost 5 friends last year and went to 2 funerals in a week. And it's just kind of been my path. But through that, I've really been seeking out what happens when we die, and yeah. And so in that, through my self-realization and yada yada yada, I really just have this understanding that this is not it. And so my sister left her body, and her journey continues, as well as my friend Jamos. It's kind of sad when he has 2 kids. My sister had a baby, and her man is gonna have to take care of that, and then Jamos's wife will have to take care of the kids, and and that's hard, but they both live on. Where they went, that's kind of irrelevant, and that's part of their journey, just like this is part of ours. So I really feel like this is that time where I just do more things out of love and kindness, and just be there for people, because 1 second they could be on to the next journey and leaving this one, and you're scratching your head and you're like, man, if I just didn't work so much this meaningless job, or if I just, had more time to do this or that, make time. Who says that you can't make time? Who says that you can't change things up and do what you need to do? And with that, I definitely recommend whatever your faith is, pressing into that. And the way I do that is by like devotional service. I also do a chanting meditation, as well as silent meditation. But through my love and devotional service and like helping other people, I'm so blessed. I just feel so loved. Just even a couple years ago, I felt so alone, and just sitting there. And even now, I'm on a mandate by myself, so you could see my wonderful view here. The sweet BMX bike, that was my sister's, has a dying fetus sticker on it, metal band. But I'm on a mandate by myself, so I spend a lot of alone time, but I don't feel alone anymore. I felt this blanket of warmth come over me, just through, instead of running to something that'll fix this material hurt and pain, I really pushed in and focused on my spiritual side. And I just feel blessed to have that, so I really encourage it, any of you, I don't care what name you call God or whatever. Religion doesn't own God, and God has many different names to many different people. But whatever makes you a better person and makes you love other people and see God in everything, then, and see, the beauty in all of God's creation, not just the good, but the bad. These are important things. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. I'm just so grateful for all the love and support I have with all of you as well. It's been a very trying 2 weeks. It's been a trying few years. But I remember, just shooting up and everything and just being so hopeless before I went to jail and even going to jail. But I remember before going to jail just thinking, there's got to be another way. There's another life that I can do, and there's another thing that I can do. And, this isn't it. My world was so small then. And now my world is just opened up, and it's so vast, and it's so much bigger and so much more wonderful than I ever expected. And I couldn't have found these things on my own. These tools were built inside of me to press in. But like chanting and just going to the temple all the time and singing and praising, dude, and just really getting into it. I do this thing called Harinam, which we go downtown and we chant the mantra, and the transcendental sound vibrations, just are such a high frequency. At Pride Fest, I bumped into an old friend, Ashley, and she was just like, you radiate happiness right now. And this is after I lost my sister, and it's such a noticeable difference. The people who are closest to me in my life have noticed such a change, and I'm just so blessed to have this right now. And, the people that are in my life that have really helped nourish and water this spiritual side of me that I thought was long gone, through being bitter at, the materialists running, an organization of God and making God look bad, essentially. But it's just the nature of things, material people will do material things. And so we got to focus on the goodness and the essence behind these faiths rather than blame God for, the bad things. I don't know. I'm just ranting, but I just wanted to give everybody an update and tell everybody I've been doing okay, considering. But it's been kind of a hard path and a hard road this past 2 weeks. But I'm very grateful for the people in my life. I'm very grateful for the faith I have now, and the temple that I go to, and the wonderful devotees that just breathe so much life into me. I can't thank them enough, and for teaching me and just allowing me to make mistakes and grow and sing out of key and just be me. I've never felt judged there, and that's the Krishna temple I go to, and I just I don't know. We're not this body, we're not this material existence or this illusion, and we're so much more than that, and there's so much more out there, and I just really encourage you to get in touch with that, and also get out into nature as much as possible, because I was having such a rough day. Though, big news, after a long-awaited time, I rode a motorcycle today, even with a broken hand. I'm actually really sore because of it, but let's see if I can get up. I'm kind of crippled. But I rode a motorcycle, and here's my view. It's pretty fantastic. But I just went and found a field, and with a bunch of birds and bugs and good smells, and I don't know, it's the whole wonderful place to come when you're just so clouded and whatever. And I don't know, I feel very blessed. Thank you, April. Sorry I'm not talking to everybody, and I'm not trying to talk at everybody, but I just wanted everybody to know that I'm okay. Like I said, I don't know what would have happened a year ago if this would have happened. I always thought I was strong and everything, and I don't know. I'm so not strong, and I really feel like God has carried me through this time, 100%. And just through chanting my rounds and constantly singing kirtan and everything else has just been such a wonderful thing and a very helpful thing. Like I said, this is not a conversion tactic. Everybody can believe whatever they want to believe. I just am sharing my heart, because I truly feel so much now. I feel so full of love and so full of life, which in a time I normally would feel so dead inside and so hurt and so beat down and broken and so depressed. My friend Lisa is watching. She can attest to this. I mean, she's seen me grow through all this whole process, and I don't know. I'm just so amazed, at the grace I've felt, and just the blanket, because instead of turning to drugs, or instead of turning to anger, or even letting my mind or my depression get a hold of me, I just really pushed into God. I really pushed into my faith, and through that, I really, I don't know, I can't describe it, but it's a very wonderful feeling when God engages you back. And I don't know, and all of you that have known me for many years watching this, that have seen me mock God, and I mean, this is a testament to the realness of what I've experienced, and what a little effort and practice and everything else will get you. Change is always possible. If you don't like your life, please change it, and just know that there's so much more out there than the world. The world is so much bigger than the one you're living in. It's so hard when you have addiction issues or depression issues or whatever, financial or anything. I mean, it's so hard to see outside of that when you're in it. But if you just take a different road home, if that thing's not working, don't keep trying it. Failure's okay, but to be stuck in failure is just something else. You don't want to waste this. It's such a blessed existence to be born as a human, because we do have this free will and we do have this capacity to understand the oneness and essentially God. That's our gift as humans and being born into this. And so I feel like we shouldn't waste that, and this ain't like a conversion thing, this ain't a dogmatic or whatever. This is, whatever makes you love more, whatever gets you closer to your God, whatever name you call it, I encourage it. There's so much more. And so, yeah, sorry, I probably said the same thing a bunch. But I also, I rode a BMX bike too. I said I rode a motorcycle, but I also rode a BMX bike. And it's pretty funny. I think it's been probably a good 25 years since I rode a BMX bike, but it's actually a lot more comfortable than I thought. And yeah, so I'm gonna go bark at some prairie dogs, and I'm gonna get off of here because I'm on a mandate, so I really shouldn't be looking into my phone. I know my phone is my camera and whatnot, but yeah, there's people walking by and they're probably watching. They're like, what's that guy doing up there on the hill? Hey, Justice. Hi. And I know I don't say it enough, and I don't get to talk to a lot of you, but I love you from the bottom of my heart. Hang in there, hang in there. And if you're lonely or you're having problems feeling love, man, go love somebody. There's plenty of people around. Engage somebody, just love them. I can't tell you, how amazing, it is to do this, and how wonderful it feels to be close to God again. I know God was always here, but I feel like I'm just completely in His presence, and I don't ever want to leave it again. Oh, thank you, April. Sorry if I missed anybody. I just kind of wanted to share my heart and let everybody know I'm happy and I'm okay, and I'm dealing with this. Like I said, my sister's journey continues. Jamos, his journey continues. I continue. Even though I'm banged up and missing some skin, I continue a little longer. But Krishna's not done with me yet, that's for sure. So get off of the internet, get off your phone right now, and go look at the sky. I don't care where you're at, but the sun is setting somewhere. It's not quite there yet, but go enjoy the day. Go for a walk. Unplug for a little bit and just go be in nature. Go look at things without judging them or labeling them. Just go experience it. I know, right? That's what I was saying. I'm on a mandate with myself, and I'm cheating on myself with my phone, which Lisa will know that I am a phone Nazi. If you get on your phone around me and we're out somewhere, that I will grab it or push buttons or whatever. So shut up. Alright, I love you guys. Yes, I love you.